We now evaluate our results, but before that, we may demonstrate how our program is running, because it has to stage 18 image to a panorama image, so the program is quite time consuming. So here we enter into the program's file path and make sure we are inside the file, and the portal of the program is the main.m. We run this. The program will ask us to type in the input directory that contains all the images need to be staged. So here it is the original images with the slash, and then the program asks us to name the output. So for example, name it sample.jpg, and the program will execute from in distortion removing. Now we will look back into our evaluation results. First, we will give the sample panorama image result that is generated from 18 sequence images. And second, we discuss the various performance issues and enhancements. This is the preferred result that is generated from our program. We can see that the transition between each images are very natural, and there's no significant overlapping or blurriness in this picture. So it is a preferred result. And we look at the performance enhancements in this project. First, we do the drift removal and cropping. Actually, the previous preferred result actually has a very large y-axis drift shown as here, from a higher place to a lower place. And if we do not do affine drift removal, and there will be black edges on the results shown here. And if we just do simple cropping from this point, the image will not be able to cover entirely. So we first do the affine drift removal and do the cropping, and this preferred result will be generated. Next, we consider this situation when doing image on distortion and adding cylindrical coordinate reprojection. We may add the non-seen black edges on the images, and if we do not take care of that, we may think the system may think of the non-seen black edges as parts of the image, and then the results will have these gray shadows. And we have to take care. If we want to take care of this degradation, we use a mask matrix which contains 1-bit information for every pixel, and if the pixel is black and the mask matrix tells that it is a non-seen black edges, it will be eliminated. So the result of the optimized result is shown as on the right. We can see the gray stripes disappear. Although we have 2 performance enhancements, however, there are still 2 other performance degradations that cannot be neglected. First is the light and shade convergence. if the images are taken from are not do not have the same contrast and brightness, we will get this kind of results. So you can see that the transition between one brighter image to the one lower bright to a dimmer image is very unnatural, and this transition happens happens many times. So this is one of the degradations. And the second degradation is called the feature mismatch. We can see that these are the candidates' image taken from indoor, and they have the very large number of lines and corners, so they will generate a large number of saved features, and the final staged image is shown here. We can see that on the left side of the image, it is fine because it only belongs to the first image. But however, on the right side of the image, we can see that the lines didn't match completely. The lines do not completely matched, and this is because of the features mismatch. So conclusion, in this project, we achieve a panorama image staging system using a cyclic coordination and a loss method. In the end, we add two performance enhancements. However, there are other two performance degradations that can happen and need more computer vision knowledge to solve that. We now look at our program. Here we enter into the. Here we still we are still removing the distortion of images and reproject the image onto the cylindrical coordinate system. This part is the most time-consuming part, and we need to process 18 images in total. One more thing is that we have to make sure the file path that contains all the images also have a configuration file that shows the first line is the focal length and the distortion parameters and all the images in the sequence that need to be staged. Here we are waiting for the completion of distortion removing and cylindrical coordinates reprojection. As you can see that we do the image staging in the cylindrical way, so the first image will be added at the end of the processing. Now we enter into the saved features extraction step. As you can see that all the images that all have different saved features. or key points. Still, there are 18 images to be processed. And now we enter into the translation estimation step. As you can see that this is a pipelining way, and the image 2 will be translated to image 1 and 3 to 2. And now we enter into the stitching step, also in the pipelining way. And as you can see, the final time elapsed is over 500 seconds. The first image shows that on the background is the final stitched image, and each of these columns shows the cylindrical image of the original image, and shows the relative situation between image 1, image 2, and so on and so forth. And the second figure is the real staged panorama image. As we can see that it is quite smooth, and there is no significant overlapping or performance degradation. So basically, this is my project presentation. Thank you.